Yo, what up everyone? Amir here, owner of Rappin' and Snackin', coming at you with another video. This one is going to be a great video because it is my favorite album of all time. I'm going to show my entire collection. This is Ice Cube's 1991 release, Death Certificate, celebrating its 30th year anniversary this year. It's 2021 now, dropped in 1991, 30 years. Oh, man, I am excited to do this video. I have over 70 items related to Death Certificate, so you're going to see obviously a lot of similar items because you're going to just see the same covers being flashed around, but trust me, there's a lot of unique differences, a lot of different pressings, a lot of different countries, etc. I have vinyl, CDs, tapes, shirts, promo things like postcards, magazines, patches, VHSs, like a bunch of stuff. So if you do like this album, or if you just want to see how the heck does this dude have over 70 items of the same album, then stay tuned. Please make sure to like the video. Please make sure to subscribe. The best way to support the channel is to subscribe and drop a comment and a like. If you do want to go above and beyond, then I do have shirts, link in the description, and I do have stickers, etc. But let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to get started with vinyl records first. So first off, going to start off with the 1991 pressing on vinyl. The U.S. pressing right here. This is the one with the little lime green up top and then the white bottom for the Ice Cube logo. Got the classic cover, obviously. This is the back, how that looks. This is the original 20-track list. So starts off with the intro track, which is the Funeral, and then ends with No Vaseline, the exceptional diss song. So boom, really great stuff. And let's go ahead and move on to the next vinyl I have. This is the same thing, however, it is sealed, a sealed 1991 pressing. I remember I got this on Discogs years ago. If I recall, I got it for $60 or $65. It's very clean condition right here. As you can see, the seals are all on it. There's no cracks in the seal. Was very happy to pick this up. Such a great album right here. And I'm not going to go ahead and, open every single thing if it's very similar. Otherwise, this album would be very long. But moving on, we have the United Kingdom pressing. This is from 1991 as well. This still also rocks the lime green and white logo. And this is slightly different because certain parts, certain regions did not have the same exact track list. So the track list in its original form was 20 tracks, right? Some regions, the United Kingdom included at least this particular era, did not have Black Korea and did not have No Vaseline. The reason being for that is because those songs were deemed, racist, deemed as offensive, controversial. So some places didn't have those songs on them. So Black Korea was not included in some pressings because it was aimed negatively at the Korean ethnic group. And then No Vaseline, some people thought that it was anti-Semitic with some of the lines. So that was also taken off from some of the pressings. So that's a little, history behind the album. It also makes for some of these pressings to be very interesting. And I'm sure some people growing up didn't even know those songs existed because this is pre-internet, So that's fascinating in my opinion. But as you can see back here, the track list is also edited accordingly. So you don't have Black Korea on the life side, and then track 20, which No Vaseline anchors album, is not here. So I think that's very interesting. That's the United Kingdom pressing from 1991. Then we got the 2003 repress from Priority Records. This is dope because it's a gatefold. Boom, press on 2 vinyl records instead of 1. This also, not only does it have the 20 tracks from the original album, but it also includes How to Survive in South Central, the bonus track, which was on the Boys in the Hood soundtrack. So I really like that song, so that's a good bonus. The back does look different here. Let's put it up to comparison. So you can see very different. But the gatefold does have that back cover here. Boom. And it's got the liner notes. It's got everything super clean. This pressing is awesome. And also the Ice Cube right here is in all white instead of lime green and white. Super dope. Next up, we got the Back to Black pressing. This was pressed in 2015 and in the European Union. This does have all tracks, which means it has Black Cree and No Vaseline. Still have the hype sticker right here. This is on one vinyl record. However, that vinyl record is on 180-gram vinyl, the heavyweight vinyl. So boom, really, really, really clean. Really clean. Boom. Comes with the MP3 as well for download. And yeah, moving on, we got the Respect the Classics vinyl pressing right here. This is a holographic cover, so you can kind of see it, going a little like that. Boom, boom. Still the 20 tracks track list. This is in the United States and another 2015 release. Boom, pretty cool. Next up, we have the 25th anniversary pressing. So this is with an alternate cover. This also has 3 bonus tracks. So it has the original 20 songs. It doesn't have How to Survive South Central, but it has the 3 bonus tracks: Only One Me, Good Cop, Bad Cop, and Dominate the Weak, which I don't really like it because it says, previously unreleased at the top, so you would assume that means previously unreleased from the Death Certificate era in the early 90s. However, they're actually just more recent Ice Cube songs, which I don't think really, they're clearly the weakest songs on the album, obviously. But on top of that, too, they put it in the beginning of the album. You'd hope that they just add it to the end, like tracks 21 through 23, instead it's tracks 1 through 3. So, anyways, boom. And then you got the back right there. Pretty cool. I prefer the original cover. This cover is not terrible, but the original is much, much, much stronger in my opinion. So those are my Death Certificate vinyl albums. Definitely want more. I'm going to go ahead and show my singles right now. I first am going to start off with this 7-inch that I have. Pause. We have the Steady Mobbin' and Us single on 7-inch. This is printed in the United Kingdom. Very clean copy. And then let's just go ahead and pull it out right there. Boom. So was stoked when I found this one in stores. I think I either got it in stores or online. If I recall, I bought it in some store though. And then moving on, we have here the vinyl single. So the 12-inch. So you can see the 7-inch and the 12-inch right side by side together. This is also Steady Mobbin' and Us. But on top of that, it also has Dead Homies and Endangered Species remix on it, which those 2 songs were not on this album. But boom, there you have it right there. And then you got the back. Moving on, I actually have the same thing here. This is just more beat up. As you can see, like the vinyl is coming slightly out the bottom right there. And it's just a more beat up copy. This is the exact same pressing as the one I just shown. I actually bought this duplicate by mistake. I thought it was another 7-inch record, and it was really cheap, so I picked it up, but then it arrived, and it was 12-inch, and I just misread the listing. But anyways, that's that classic material. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next records. We have Steady Mobbin' right here. Boom, boom. Also released in the United Kingdom. And it also has Dead Homies and the Endangered Species remix, and it also has Us. But this is a generic sleeve vinyl. It does have the hype sticker right here at the top. So just another variant right there. Then moving on, we have another generic sleeve. This one being the Steady Mobbin' clean version with no Vaseline on the B side. So just a generic white sleeve, US pressing. Awesome stuff right here. What a combo. Boom, boom. Moving on, keeping it with the vinyl singles, we have this pressing from Liberation Records from Australia. Steady Mobbin' on the A side, and on the B side, it is Us. Boom, right there. Clean, clean, clean copy. Well, let me know if you guys need any more info on any of these. I'm more than happy to do all that. So then moving on right here, this is a US pressing, Giving Up the Nappy Dugout, the clean version, the album version, and then on the B side we have the True to the Game clean version right there. This is still an open shrink. It has been opened, but yeah, boom, classic, classic, classic material. And lastly, this was very interesting. I was actually in Canada a few years back, and I saw this on the shelves, and I was confused because it says Death Row Records on it, but then it says No Vaseline EP. So I was like, what's that all about? I just picked it up. Like I said, anything death certificate related, I just have to have it. So I went ahead, picked it up. This is interesting. So I'll tell you the track list on this. Obviously, it has No Vaseline by Ice Cube. It also has Greed by Ice Cube, which is a song that came out in the later 90s. It was part of a soundtrack. And then it was also added to, I believe, his War and Peace album. Then we have the gang-related track with Dub C, CJ Mac, Daz, Trey D, and then we also have Get Yo Bang On with Mac 10. So I don't truly know the origins of this Death Row Records No Vaseline EP because No Vaseline was on Priority. It was not on Death Row, so that's a little peculiar. But, it says it was released in 2004 here. And I'm not entirely sure. I wouldn't put it behind Suge Knight to get the rights to this song because it dissed Dre and obviously their feud. But honestly, I'm not entirely sure the history of this EP. So that is peculiar. However, this is still sealed. I picked it up. No Vaseline EP. It does have No Vaseline on it, which is death certificate. So I had to get it. So those are my vinyl records. I'm going to go ahead and pull up my CDs right now. Okay, now we're going to get into the CDs. I'm going to start off with my CD long boxes. I do have 3 for death certificate. First off, I'm going to start off with the worst one. This is one that I got very beat up from Discogs. I just wanted one that was open. So I went ahead and picked this one up. I bought this for like $15 or $16 on Discogs. As you can see, it's seen better days, right? But just wanted one that was open because I have some sealed ones. This is the best one I have. This is sealed, death certificate, long box. It does have a little promo slice at the bottom if you can kind of tell. And yeah, this is awesome. And then I have another one sealed, but not in shrink. So this is sealed in the sense that it's never been opened. Since it opens from the bottom, it would have just come out right here. But this is sealed, but not in shrink wrap. This is in shrink wrap and sealed. And this one is just open. And as you can see, the CD would slide out right there. So boom. So yeah, these are my long boxes. These are harder to find. Really was happy when I was able to purchase these. Then moving on, and I also have a video on all my Ice Cube long boxes, so I'll go ahead and link that for you all to see. Next up, I got a big stack of death certificate CDs right here, and you all probably think I'm crazy because just look at how big this stack is, and I have a couple other CD singles there, but let's go ahead and get started. First off, we're getting started with the CD pressing from 1991. This is the BMG Club pressing, so it's not the first pressing. I do have the first pressing later on. This is the club pressing right here. This is when, so as you can see, it's the all-white box logo. And then you can see where they have, like, the reflective art right there, right? You can see the reflective art, and I'm telling you that because it's going to eventually change. But this is the BMG Club pressing. Then we get into the 1991 original pressing from the United States right here. 20-track list, like I'd stated before. This also does boast the reflective artwork right there. And then that's 1991 US. And then what do you know? We get here again another 1991 US. This is just a slightly different pressing. Nothing mind-boggling, so I'm not going to go ahead and share information on it. Just a different 1991 pressing. I'm kind of a nut job when it comes to this album, as you can tell. So, yeah. This is another 1991 pressing, also slightly different, nothing crazy, nothing worth, bragging about. Gonna go ahead and move on. And then this is where it gets a little more interesting. This is the Australia pressing. Now, this is awesome because this is where the CD art gets different. And I'm going to go ahead and show you all this one. It mimics the artwork that is on this art right here. And as you can see, they kind of just magnify and put it right there. So I think that's pretty awesome. The track list is not different. It's still the 20 tracks. But I think that's pretty cool. Really dope stuff. Yeah, and then also the explicit lyrics box is slightly different as you can compare it to this pressing right here. So boom, pretty cool stuff. Little subtle differences that I definitely enjoy seeing. Then moving on, we got a Japan pressing right here. This also has 20 tracks. This does have the obi strip, so I'll go ahead and pull that out so y'all can see it. Still has the reflective artwork. This is the obi strip right here. So what I would do is when you have this on the shelf, you would basically put the strip on like this. So this is how it would look with the strip on it, and then when it's on the shelf, it would look like that. So have the obi strip intact. This pressing is also pretty unique because in the actual booklet, it does have a lyric sheet. So I think that's really awesome. You know, you get the Japanese writing, but then you also get the English text with the full lyric sheet. So I think that's really dope. And then you also have the lyric sheet in Japanese. So that's just super, super, super dope. And then it also has like, now available on Priority Records. And it's funny because it's promoting like the NWA music, the Brothers for Life album. And that's the album that disses Ice Cube, and then Ice Cube disses them. So I find that super like funny, like the marketing behind that. But, it's all through Priority Records, so that's also funny. So that's interesting, but the Japan pressing, super awesome right there. Then moving on, which pressing is this? This is the United Kingdom pressing. This pressing does not have No Vaseline and does not have Black Korea. Also, check this out. The disc is black. It is not that reflective. Not the reflective disc that I was showing earlier. And yeah, pretty cool stuff. Like I said, it does not have Black Korea, No Vaseline on this pressing. Then we go ahead and get to this one, which is also the United Kingdom. Also 18 tracks, slightly different pressing. Also black disc. So boom. So pretty cool. Next up, now this one is very special to me. And this is just like a basic 2003 repress that Priority Records put out. And then this also has How to Survive the South Central as track 21. So the reason why this is special to me is because this is actually the first one that I ever bought. And I'll never get rid of this one. I won't even replace the case. It's a little scratched up. It's got a big crack in the middle. I'm not sure if you can see it. But this just has a lot of sentimental value to me. I bought this at Best Buy when I was in middle school. And one of the earlier albums that I bought in like when I started listening to hip-hop. So I just remember the fond memories of listening to Death Certificate along with all the other albums that I bought around that time. So I'll never get rid of this case. And also, this has a white disc instead of the black one, and instead of the one that I showed in Australia, and instead of the reflective one. It's little things like that too. And this actually has back cover art as well right there. So boom. I'll never forget buying this at Best Buy. Then moving on, we have another one. This is a European Union one. But this European Union one has Black Korea, and it has No Vaseline. And it also has that white disc right there. And it also has How to Survive in South Central. So boom. Moving on, this is a cool one because this is printed. This was a Russian pressing. So you can see right here above the parental advisory, you see words in Russian. I don't know what that means. I'm assuming it's basically saying the album has explicit lyrics and explicit content. You get the booklet here. You get the white CD. Super cool. I love seeing like all the different country text. There's the Russian text right there. Then this one we got the Snoop Dogg Uncut Approved pressing of the album. So this is the 25th Priority Anniversary Records pressing, and this was released in 2010. This does not have the How to Survive in South Central bonus, and this also brings it back to the reflective disc, but it has this back art. So it's funny how like things change over the years, and then like pressings kind of get mixed, and it's very interesting how they roll things out. And this is like the only album that I'll go this ham on. But boom, and obviously the cover is slightly different. It's a little more smaller, and then you see Snoop Dogg up there, and it's very interesting, remastered, etc. Moving on, have this sealed pressing. This is from the Netherlands. It's just sealed. I didn't open it. You know what? Maybe I'll open it for the next video I do. But boom, I don't know how the disc looks, just I kept it sealed. I'll end up opening it someday. Moving on, we have this pressing from... Where was this one pressed? if I recall, this is a U.S. pressing. It brings it back to the clear right there. I believe this is the U.S. I could be, yeah, it is U.S. Boom, right there. 2015 priority pressing. Boom. Then we got the 25-year anniversary pressing, the alternate cover with the 3 additional songs from that are added to the beginning of the album. This is what the CD looks like right there. Boom. And then they put the original cover right there in the tray artwork. So that's cool. There you have that. Then moving on, we got another Japanese pressing, also with the Obi strip. This one is sealed, though. I didn't open this one right here. This is the 20 tracks. And yeah, pretty cool stuff. It says NWA and Gangsta up here. NWA and Gangsta Rap Collection. So it's funny how they promote this album. I think that's funny. Then moving on here, we got another United Kingdom pressing. This is another 18 track. This is the reflective, but it's a different design than the other ones that I had shown. And this is the United Kingdom. So this is interesting. Like I said, doesn't have Black Korea and doesn't have No Vaseline. So there you have. This is 4th and Broadway. Boom, boom. Really, really cool stuff. And then lastly from these, well, not lastly, here's a random, like an unknown year. I'm not sure when this one was pressed, but this is another U.S. pressing and has the clear or the reflective CD right there. And then next up, we have this little plastic case pressing. It doesn't have a year on it, but I'd have to assume this is like 2003 because it has the How to Survive in South Central bonus track right here. Boom, it just came in this little plastic sleeve, this white paper right here, death certificate. Really cool promo item. And then lastly, from the CD albums, I have this 2-pack right here where it's Death Certificate and America's Most Wanted together. It's an import from Australia. You can see the back. So this has the represses, the repress with the 21 tracks for Death Certificate with the How to Survive in South Central bonus, and then America's Most Wanted with Kill It Will added to it. So that's a repress. And then just pulling it out right here, you have like these warning stickers on it, 18 and up content. Let's see what this one is. Okay, so this is the white disc right there. Boom. So those are my CD albums. Let's go ahead and show the CD singles real quick. Okay, now get into the CD singles. Got some rare stuff right here. First off, I'm going to start off with the least rare. This is the European Union pressing for Steady Mobbin' and Us. Also has Dead Homies and the Endangered Species remix on it. So boom, this is in a J-card slim sleeve right here, or casing I should say. Then you got that right there, and then you got the disc right there. So boom, clean stuff, or clean pressing I should say. And then we'll go ahead. We got, now this is very rare. This took me many years to find. Shout out to my guy AD Uno for letting me know as soon as he saw this on sale. Discogs. This is the True to the Game CD single. Very, very, very hard to find. I remember I paid like over $150 for this, which some people are probably like, wow, that's insane. This is, trust me, it's very hard to find. I was looking for this for many years, and I saw it once for $120, and I passed on it because I thought it was too much. Joke's on me. I ended up paying like $150 on it, or $160, whatever it was. But anyways, this has the True to the Game clean edit, the Giving Up the Nappy Dugout rated R edit, R-rated edit, and then Giving Up the Nappy Dugout album version. This is also awesome because it has DJ Pooh from the music video right here of True to the Game on the CD artwork. And just super, super, super awesome. I was so stoked when I found this. Very rare. Like I said, very, very rare. Another one that's also very rare, but not as rare. I have 2 of them. Steady Mobbin' Clean and No Vaseline Clean. This comes with no artwork at all. So it doesn't come with a back, doesn't come with a front, doesn't even come with a spine. So all you get is the CD. I have 2 of these. I was also looking for these for a few years. Finally got them. And then like a few months after I found one, I found another one. I bought it again because I'm like, screw it, it's my favorite album. So I went ahead and bought it. But yeah, these CD singles are pretty rare. And I put prices up so y'all can see that I'm not joking around. Moving on, got the cassette tapes, and then I'm going to go ahead and get to the VHSs after that. Going to keep it going with the singles first. Got the Steady Mobbin' cassette single right here, the U.S. Pressing. This is a very, very, very pristine copy right here. I'm going to go ahead and slide the tape out. Super clean right there, boom. And then on the back is Us by Ice Cube. Great stuff. Then moving on, we got Ice Cube's True to the Game and Giving Up the Nappy Dugger right there. Another Nappy Dugout. Another very, very clean copy. And then right here is the actual tape itself. So boom, boom, boom. And then lastly, we have this one, which I've never seen before. I saw it on Discogs, and I was waiting for it to come up, and then I saw someone selling it, so I bought it. This is the Australian pressing. It comes in a yellow back cassette tape. Pretty cool. And this just has Steady Mobbin' and Us again, and it's on yellow cassette tape. So I thought this was very interesting right here. Went ahead and picked that up. I was stoked when I bought this from Australia. Super, super, super awesome pressing right there, in my opinion. And then now let's get into the albums. We got the original 1991 pressing right here, Boom Boom, from the United States. Has the original 20 tracks. Then we got another pressing from 1991. This is the white logo. This is the lime green and white logo. Also 20 tracks. Then we got a UK pressing. Those two were on clear cassettes. This is on black cassette tape. So as you can see right there, boom, on black cassette tape. This is the United Kingdom and does not have Black Korea and does not have no Vaseline on it. So there's that one. And then I have just some random US bootleg that I picked up. Someone actually was selling this on eBay and they marketed it as like legit, and then I received it and I saw it was a bootleg. I told the dude it was a bootleg, but it was cheap and I really actually didn't care because I already had the original. So I was like, you know, this will just be cool to have a bootleg just to see how people did it. And the way he did the bootleg, it's just so clearly obvious that it's a bootleg. He didn't do the best job. But anyways, I have it. And then lastly, I have the 25-year anniversary with the different cover right here on cassette tape right there. So those are the tapes right there that I have for Death Certificate. And pretty cool stuff. My favorite album ever. Now moving on to the VHSs that I have for here. Another reminder, please, if you're watching this video, subscribe to the video or subscribe to the channel, like the video, drop a comment showing your love for Death Certificate. Now we got the True to the Game on VHS single right here. Boom. I've seen this. I got the music video. Really awesome. It says on the back from the Platinum album, Death Certificate. Really cool. And this one I actually found for like $1. And it's just the same thing as this one right here. It's a little more beat up, but I was like, yeah, it's $1. But yeah, boom. It's the side of it. Yeah. Really awesome stuff right here. I love that there's so much stuff for Death Certificate because it's my favorite album ever, and I'm happy there's more than less. I guess I'm spending a lot more money, but oh well, right? I'm going to go ahead and pull up a bunch of other stuff that I have, so stay tuned. Okay, I'm back. Got a few promo things, a few harder to find items up here on this desk. Gonna go ahead and get into them right now. First off, let's go ahead and get started with this promo Ice Cube cube. Technically, this is not a Death Certificate exclusive item per se because it's got Death Certificate here, it's got Kill It Will, it's got Lethal Ejection, etc. And then it does this action. Maybe I'll do a video just showing this cube, but anyways, I'm showing it because it does have Death Certificate on it. Where to go? Right there. So this was actually released as a promotional item for next Friday. That's why you can see next Friday right here, just so randomly. But yeah, I just included this here because it's got Death Certificate on it, and I think it's just a super awesome item. So boom, right there. They're on eBay. Make sure to buy them. Whoever's seeing this video, that's what you get for watching this video early. You get some free game. Next up. This is actually random. This is also something that's not, this is actually not official. That's official. This is not official. This is something that one of my exes actually made for me. This is a Death Certificate coaster. She knew I was a nut for this album, so she made sure to get this for me, and some other coasters too. She just made this custom. But a death certificate coaster, boom, put my drinks on it. Amazing stuff. Love this. I definitely kept this one. This is awesome. So boom, death certificate coaster. Next up, we got some patches right here. We have 2 death certificate patches. These are both open, so these are iron-on patches. You can go ahead and put these on a jacket or sweater, whatever you want to do, a backpack. But boom, super, super, super cool promotional item. Was stoked. And even cooler than these, in my opinion, is the same thing, but sealed. So this is made in England. It's got, instructions under the patch right here. This is sealed, so I can crack this open. I'm not sure how many of these are out here, because I have 2 of these open, and I had another one that I gave to someone. So these are pretty easy to find, but a sealed one, I've only seen this one time, and this was like probably close to 10 years ago, I'd say. So I'm not sure how easy these are to find, but I'm never opening this. What's the point? But super, super, super cool stuff right here. Death certificate patches, really digging it. Moving on, I got this death certificate postcard right here, also printed in England. This is really cool because, one, it's a postcard, and it's got Cube on it, and you can see the back. It's a postcard. This also does have track 2 on the album on the bottom right here, which is The Wrong Brother to Fuck With. That is on the bottom right there. And I also have a poster of this, which I'll show later in this video. But boom, have that. I actually did just order one again, so one is shipping to my house as we speak. So that's one thing that's not going to be in this video. Same exact thing anyways. Moving on, this is a custom sticker made by a graphic designer named Mr. Crumb. He has some pretty cool stuff. This one is his design for Ice Cube's True to the Game and Giving Up the Nappy Dugout, which is like that vinyl single and that CD single that I had just shown a little earlier. And yeah, really, really cool. It also has the vinyl catalog number down there. I actually bought this just like a month or 2 ago. So boom, I don't know if he's still selling them, but check out his Instagram. Next up, I got 3 little magazines right here, some little variant covers. We have, first off, this Marvel variant, the Old Man Logan right here, paying homage to Death Certificate. Really, really, really awesome stuff that Marvel put this out. And they're putting out a lot of different variants for a lot of different hip-hop albums, Death Certificate being one of them. Then next up, I got this Young Terrorist variant right here, which was put out by Black Mask right here. So boom, another homage to Death Certificate. And these 2 are official to my knowledge. But this one is, I believe, just some fans' rendition of it who was making comments. This is called Do You Poo, the Poo Certificate right here. So this is inspired. This is limited to 50 copies. I mean, I just saw this online and I bought it, I don't think this is like Ice Cube approved or even Priority approved or anything like that, but I made sure to buy it. I thought it was just, cool. Anything Death Certificate related, I will probably buy. So if you have anything that I don't have, you're selling something, hit me up. Maybe I'll buy it. I'm crazy for this album. So boom. Moving on, we have a promo flat for this album. These are flats that, would be put up like in record stores, basically showing that, oh, this album is out or this album is coming out, and they just put it in their store to kind of promote it. It's 12 inches by 12 inches. On the back, it's just plain white. It's like a little cardboard. Really, really, really awesome that I found this. And I found another one. This one's a little more color damaged. You can see, like, as you can tell, this one right here on my right was possibly put up like in the window of a store to basically show that this album is in this store, right? This one was probably kept somewhere where sunlight wasn't on it, so you can see this one's a little more sun damaged. So I think that's just very cool to see things like that. I really just love like these little promo items that I have. Moving on, let's go ahead and get into this magazine cutout that I got for Death Certificate right here. It's just a magazine cutout right here. The new album, 20 new tracks available now. And boom. Yeah. Just bought that from eBay. They're pretty easy to find. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. Moving on, we have these 2 promo photos for Ice Cube's Death Certificate. They're both the exact same right here. Really, really, really awesome. They both say 1992 on the back. This one right here, it says August 6, 1992. This one on the back says 1992, but in pen. It's got the phone numbers for Priority Records right here. Ice Cube with the bald head, no more Jerry curl in this era. And yeah, there you have it. Ice Cube, another death certificate piece. It says death certificate at the bottom. Moving on. So remember the patch that I shown you that was really small a little earlier in this video. Now this is a big freaking patch right here. Look at this. This is also in the United Kingdom. I remember spending a good amount of money on this. It was probably close to $100. I had never seen anything like this. Someone actually hit me up and had sent me this kind of like a heads up, like, yo, I saw this. Do you have this? And I couldn't see this because it wasn't available on the United States eBay. It was only available in like the United Kingdom eBay or the German eBay or something like that. So when she hit me up for this, I was like, oh, I'm buying this for sure. I'd never seen nothing like this. But let me just pull up like for scale reference. Look at this little patch and look at this patch. That's just freaking wild. I've never seen this before. I was so stoked. Big shout out to her for showing me this. Just look at that, man. Freaking, I was geeking when I saw that. Then next up, I got this really, really, really dope magazine, the Artform magazine right here. And think about this. This is like a very quality magazine right here. And it says US $3.50. You're really getting your value right here. This is like thick. It's big. Big paws right there. On the back, you get Ghetto Boys. It's so awesome. Rest in peace of Bushwick Bill. But this is especially awesome because not only is it Ice Cube and a shout-out death certificate, but also on here, it shows on this sticker, official Ice Cube death certificate, Steady Mobbin' tour gear. So unfortunately, I do not have that Steady Mobbin' tour gear. It didn't come with this one that I purchased. I don't know what that tour gear looks like. I really want it though, so that's clearly something that I am missing. But just look at this, man. Ice Cube death certificate. Look at the quality right here. Super, super, super awesome. It's got a dope piece written in here. And yeah, man, I mean, just reading these, look at this image right here. Just reading these articles are just so awesome to kind of give you context and opinions and the writtens from back then. Great stories. And yeah, man, just look at Cube and company. Super awesome stuff. And I have a lot more magazines that do like reference death certificate, but I'm not going to show all of them because I feel like they're a little more minuscule. I kind of wanted to show this one because it shouts out, you know, Steady Mobbin', which is from death certificate on the cover. And yeah, but super, super, super dope. I am looking for another one with that Steady Mobbin' tour gear. And then next up, let's go ahead and show these shirts that I got for death certificate. First off, I have this shirt, which is actually from Ice Cube's website. I bought it like a year or two ago. Boom. Death certificate right there. It's got, you know, the artwork on it. And then on the back, it actually has tour dates from the 1992 tour. So boom, you know, it's got 1992 tour right there. And then it's got the cities, the dates, etc. But you can probably buy this on his website maybe right now. Go ahead and check. But I know I bought it like a year or two ago, like I just stated. This is a custom shirt made by some friends. These are the people that take it personal. My guy Feel a Flava made this shirt. So it's not like official Ice Cube merch, but it has the radio show Take It Personal up there and has death certificate right there. So I just went ahead and bought it because it's death certificate and also supporting the homies. So boom, dope stuff for death certificate. And lastly, I'm going to go ahead and get the camera so I can go ahead and show the posters that I have over here as well. Alright, y'all, so this is my first poster right here for death certificate. We have Ice Cube right here. Death certificate, the wrong brother to fuck with, as you can see kind of at the bottom right there. The white kind of takes off the fuck with, but you can still kind of see it if you squint. But boom. Right there, really clean. This is like a 24 by 32. That's why you see the extra space right there. And it is just a bigger version of this postcard that I have right here. So there you have it. Really, really, really awesome post right there. And then we also have this death certificate poster, which is just of the album. Look at that. Boom. This is just a promotional poster, the new album, 20 new tracks, and that blue text down there also says Priority Records over there. And this is just album artwork. So super, super, super clean. Was really stoked to pick this one up also. And those are my two posters. Pretty hard to find. Awesome condition. Appreciate y'all for making it to the end of this video. My entire death certificate collection as of the recording of this video, over 70 items. I went through CDs, vinyls, tapes, promo items, VHSs, posters, shirts, a whole bunch of stuff. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video. That is the best way to support me. If you do want to support me even more, I do have shirts, Rapping and Snacking shirts. I do have sticker packs. I also have Venmo at AmirRahimi7. So anyway, I appreciate it nonetheless, and I appreciate chatting it up with all y'all, and also keep bringing in your suggestions. I'm going to go ahead and keep showing y'all my collection and more opinion pieces and all that stuff. So let me know what y'all want to see, because I may make a video about it and shout you out as well. But anyways, I really appreciate y'all as always. I'm out of here. Amir Rahimi, owner Rappin' and Stackin'. Appreciate y'all a ton. Bless.